Hello, welcome to the webinar about University of Sopron. My name is Katalin. I'm responsible for international marketing at the university's Directorate of International Affairs, and my colleague Akush is sitting beside me.
And hello, and I'm an event organizer for the University of Sopron.
Okay, let's start our webinar with a short presentation about the programs, about the university, and how to apply to our study programs. First of all, let's talk a little bit about Hungary. Where is it? Hungary is located in the heart of Europe, as you can see. The country is mostly known about Budapest, the capital of the country, and the goulash soup, which is the most popular dish, and the puszta, which is the most famous region in the country. But it offers much more actually that you can explore, and Sopron is just like icing on the cake. Sopron is a picturesque town in the northwestern region of the country. It is located by 220 kilometers from Budapest and by the Austrian border, only 60 kilometers from Vienna, the Austrian capital, and only 90 kilometers from Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. The campus is located in a green area surrounded by its own botanical garden, only a few minutes walking distance from the city center. As you can see, it is a great green area, and it has a very unique location, a picturesque location, and it is a Zen location, I can say. The Botanical Garden is also a public garden. A lot of people come here to spend some time in the afternoon, for example, to have a great walk. And the dormitory is just a few minutes walking distance from the campus, and also the city center and the shops. Our university is winner of the Green Cone of Arts, and we are at the forefront of the country and even in the region or the world in several areas related to sustainable operation and development. Let's talk a little bit about the university in numbers. We are considered a small university with only 3,000 students altogether. Out of this, we have around 150 international students at the moment. We offer 11 programs in English language for international students, 3 bachelor programs, 5 master, and 3 PhD programs in 4 faculties. The 4 faculties are Faculty of Economics, Faculty of Pedagogy, Forestry, and Wood Engineering and Creative Industries. As you can see, quite different topics in one university, providing a lot of great experiences. The strategic goals of the university is to educate intelligent and creative professionals with focus on the principles of sustainability by respecting predecessors and meeting 21st century's challenges. And how do we do it? We do it by offering high-quality education with emphasis on professional experience, which means that part of the education programs is internship, mandatory internship for everyone. The infrastructure of the university meets the 21st century's challenges and expectations. As I mentioned, the city and the campus is really livable, the atmosphere is familiar, and the students' life is really vibrant with a lot of events and with a lot of opportunities to do after studies or during the weekends, sports, and much more. We like to emphasize what are the advantages of a small university. Studying here means that you will study in small groups with efficient communication with your professors. It's not like you're sitting in a huge study hall with 200 students and the professor actually doesn't even know you. But here, everyone knows everyone by name, and the communication is direct, and it's making the education much more efficient. The administration also goes really smoothly due to this level of students. And as we mentioned already, everything is in walking distance in the city, so you save a lot of time, and you do not have to take any public transportation during your day, because your time management will be much more efficient here. You can really focus on your studies and things that you do besides normally. About the bachelor programs that we offer, at the Faculty of Economics, there is a program for International Business Economics and another one for Tourism and Catering. The duration is 6+2 semesters, which means 6 semesters in class plus 2 in internship. The tuition fee is $1,850 per semester, and the intake is in September. At the Faculty of Wood Engineering and Creative Industries, we also offer a bachelor program. The topic is Timber Industry Engineering, and the duration is 7 semesters. The tuition fee is $3,000, and the intake is in September. It is very important to mention what are the requirements to enter to a bachelor program. The applicants must be 18 years or older to enroll. It's also important to mention that there is no age limit to apply. It can happen that you already finished your high school a few years earlier. You can still apply for a bachelor program. But it also can happen that you have already a bachelor degree in something different, but now you decide to study timber industry, for example, that you haven't done before. You are free to come for the bachelor program. But of course, the valid high school diploma is a requirement. About the language requirements, we need a language certificate, TOEFL or IELTS or Cambridge on level B2, except for, of course, the English-speaking countries. But if you're not coming from an English-speaking countries, and if you do not have a language certificate, but you studied, you made your or finished your studies in English, I don't mean English course, but you studied your subjects in English and you have a certificate about it, it's also valid as a language certificate. And the CV and the motivational letter is always very welcome. Let's talk about the master programs. At the Faculty of Economics, we have a master program in International Economy and Business. The duration is 4 semesters and the tuition fee is $2,750 per semester. There are 2 intakes, one intake in September and one intake in February. At the Faculty of Pedagogy, we offer a master in educational science. The duration was also 4 semesters and the tuition fee is $2,500. But for this program, there is only one intake in September. At the Faculty of Forestry, we offer environmental engineering and nature conservation engineering programs on master level. The duration is 4 semesters and the tuition fee is $2,750, and there are 2 intakes during the year, one in September, one in February. At the Faculty of Wood Engineering and Creative Industries, timber industry engineering is also offered at master level. The duration is 4 semesters as usual. The tuition fee is $3,000 and there are 2 intakes, one in September and one in February. About the requirements, the language requirement is the same as in the bachelor level, and we require a valid bachelor diploma for the master application, and it has to be something related than the program that you apply for. It's easy to see that someone with a bachelor degree from biology shouldn't go for a master in international economy because it would be too much difference in the subjects. It would be too hard. So we really recommend you to look for something that is similar to your previous studies. And of course, CV and motivational letter is always welcome. On PhD level, we have 3 doctoral schools at the university, 1 PhD school at the Faculty of Economics, and there is Management and Organization Sciences program. At the Faculty of Forestry, there is Forestry and Wildlife Management Sciences, and at the Faculty of Wood Engineering there's PhD in Wood Sciences and Technologies. The duration is 4+4 semesters in all of the cases. At the Faculty of Economics, the PhD would cost $2,000 per semester. At the Faculty of Forestry, the tuition fee is $1,850 per semester. And at the Faculty of Wood Engineering, the PhD costs $3,000 per semester. And there is only one intake during the year. It is in September. About the requirements, of course, there is a requirement for a valid MSc degree in the chosen field of studies. The language certificate is the language requirement is all the same. And for applying for a PhD program, you will need a documented presentation of your scientific and publishing activity, a detailed research plan and proposal, and recommendation letter. And of course, CV and motivational letter is always a requirement. So, how to apply? Let's talk about the most important deadlines and to-dos. There are 3 application periods in a calendar year, and the academic year actually starts in September. From mid-November to mid-January, you can apply for the scholarship program, which is called Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship Program. And now, actually, from next week, from mid-April to mid-May, you can apply as a self-finance student. Actually, the exact dates are from 20th of April to 20th of May this year. It's only 1 month application period, and it's for the September intake. From mid-October to end of November, you can also apply as a self-finance student for the February intake for the master programs. So let's see what you need to do to apply as a self-finance student. You need to go to our admission website, and there you will find the list of required documents and a step-by-step process describing what you need to do. You have to download a paper form, which you have to fill out, sign, and scan back. And then there is an online form where you can fill out your data and attach the documents that prove the requirement, you meet the requirements. And also at the same time, you will have to pay $150 application fee. It's important that this application fee is non-refundable. So in case of a non-successful admission interview, we cannot refund this $150. This is your own risk. The interview period is continuous. So as you send your application, as we receive it, we try to organize the admission interview as soon as possible. And you will receive a notification from us for this online interview. It doesn't take too long usually, but you need to be prepared. You have to have good online connection, and you have to be prepared and be able to tell about your motivation, tell the reason why you are interested in such program, and you also have to be present with your ID card or your passport to show that you are the exact same person as who sent the application in. The final decisions are sent out by the latest of 15th of June in case of the spring application period, and by 15th of December in case of the autumn application period. It is really important that you read through the application page carefully and you make yourself familiar with the deadlines and the requirements, because these are really strict. And there is a reason of giving only 1 month from 20th of April to 20th of May for the application period, and you will see why. So, in case of successful admission, you are notified about the decision, and you are notified also about the deadline to pay the first semester's tuition fee. And you also have to contact the dormitory if you require accommodation, and you also have to pay the first deposit for the dormitory. And doing so, we can issue letter of acceptance and certificate of accommodation that you will have to show at the visa interview at the embassy in your country or the nearest Hungarian consulate. It can happen that in your country there is no consulate, and you will have to go to the nearest country. It can also happen that you will have to spend a lot of time in getting an appointment interview at the Hungarian embassy or the consulate. It can happen that it takes a lot of time to get the interview done, and then you also have to wait quite a lot for the answer about the visa. If your visa is rejected, of course, we can refund the tuition fee. We do not refund it fully. We refund 90% only because we need to cover our administration costs, of course. But if the visa is granted, it will be valid for a single entry to Hungary. And then after entering to Hungary, you will have 30 days to go to the immigration office, and then you will receive your residence permit. But it is very important that you arrive on time. If you get your visa, immediately go and reserve your plane ticket, pack your bag, and get here as soon as you can. Because the academic year starts in September, beginning of September, and you have to be here by the latest of end of September or the third week of September, because by Hungarian regulation, you can only miss 3 classes of one subject in a semester, which means if you arrive later than September actually, you will miss already too much of the classes, and it won't be possible for you to start your studies. And we also recommend you to prepare your pack for the 4 seasons weather. It means that in a few days the weather can change so quickly in Hungary that one day there are 20 degrees and sunny weather, and just like today, 4 degrees and raining and heavy wind. So if you are especially coming from a tropical country, you really need to be prepared for this. So if everything is done and you are here, you can begin your studies, and we are happy to welcome you. If you would like to apply for a scholarship program, you can do it so from the mid-November until mid-January each year for the next September intake. As you see, this process takes a lot longer than the self-financed application. The Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship program is a government-financed program. It provides free tuition for the entire duration of the studies, the monthly grant, contribution to accommodation, and free medical insurance. This is a really popular program, and we recommend for those students who are not able to finance their stay in Hungary, but we also have to emphasize that there are limited spaces for this program. Just to give you an example, we receive many hundreds of applications each year, but the places are limited between something 30 and 50 each year. You really have to be very, very well prepared to pass and get successful admitted to the scholarship program. About the dormitory, we mentioned already a few times. We can guarantee accommodation for every first-year student in the dormitory. It costs 150 euros per month. It's in walking distance from the university campus buildings and the city center, and there are many shops and amenities around the dormitory. It is not mandatory to choose the dormitory, but it's recommended. Especially for the visa process, it is really good to have the certificate of accommodation. There are some countries where it is a requirement. But of course, you can also opt for private or shared rental, but it will be a little bit more expensive. We calculated that if you stay in the dorm, your living cost per month would be around 450 euros per month. And if you opt for a private or shared rental, the living cost can go up to 600 euros per month. So let's summarize a little bit why you should choose Sopron. Sopron is a picturesque town. It's a very safe place to live. And we offer top-rated education in a green university with a unique landscape where the level of life is meeting the Western European expectations. We offer dormitory, and there are a lot of festivals. Sopron is the festival city. And that's it quickly, summarizing everything what we wanted to highlight about the application. And I would like to handle the word to Ákos. He is responsible for organizing events for our international students. He knows them very well. And Ákos, is there anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, of course. My introduction was a little bit too short, I think, because I'm not only an event organizer for the university, I'm also a student, and actually I'm from Sopron. So if somebody is about to apply to University of Sopron, it's actually 99% that we will meet somehow. Actually, in email or in person. I hope in person mostly. So yeah, that is my full introduction. As my colleague mentioned, I'm responsible for the events. Besides the official events, so the welcome day and all the others, we are organizing a lot of other kind of events. We have we have a kind of event that's called casual connecting. It's like in a period of 2 or 3 weeks we organize this event. The last Saturday we had the second episode of this event. The first one is 3 weeks ago. It was about to get together, get know each other. All the international and domestic students just meet and talk and.
You had a lot of board games.
Yeah, actually.
Yes,
so
you played a lot.
Yeah, there was like 20 board games that we've ordered to get this event together. So yeah, actually it was pretty awesome to meet all these students together. And actually, in a good number, almost like 50 students just attended, so it was pretty successful. And on the last week, on the Saturday, we have organized another event, the Casual Connecting Vol 2, and it was about the Hungarian culture mostly, so it was about the Eastern, and actually it was pretty successful too, because 30 students just attended, and actually it was really good to see that how the international students are into the Hungarian culture, mostly the Eastern culture. So yeah, we have we are responsible for the satisfaction of our international students, and we are doing everything for them.
Yes, exactly. And there are also a lot of other programs that you help the international students to find the activities, what they can do besides the studies during the weekends. And we also organize excursions for the students last year. Like, for example, they went to Bratislava for the Christmas market, and so on. Really, we need to emphasize that if you would like to know more about us, you can contact us at this email address, what you can see above. Apply at uni-sopron.hu, and we are happy to answer any of your questions. And we hope to see you in Sopron. This was the live stream for today, and we are happy to provide you with all the information, and goodbye.